Maria Trusa in
Gina Capelli.
Reflect and Reset, your favorite show.
Yeah,
We know that, right,
know,
Gina?
I know. And you notice how we have our new studio?
Yes. So we're setting it up that it's going to be better and you can hear us better.
Yeah.
And we are so excited because the show is actually it's getting traction. So make sure you continue to watch us and that you like us, right? So today we have a very dear guest.
Yes.
Somebody very dear to us, and Gina does always the introduction.
Unless she takes it away from me, but I'm not going to let her do today. So Alejandra Silva is a very good friend of ours, and we met her probably about 6-7 months ago. And we became very good friends, and we're going to talk a little bit about her story and her struggles and blessings with her little girl, Donatella, who is autistic. So we're going to talk a little bit from just from the mom's mouth of the struggles and challenges as well as the blessings that you get from your daughter. So why don't you tell us a little bit?
Thank you, Alejandra, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me today. And let me talk about this. And it's super, super important to me.
And so many people.
Yeah, this is
a
very. I think we all know people that have kids that are autistic.
Yes.
And there is blessing in it too, and we want to talk about the challenges but also the beauty of having these little angels because she's your angel.
Yes, my angel. She's my teacher, actually.
Oh.
Yes, it's one every 68 kids is autistic, so it's many of them out there.
And tell us when she was born, like when did you realize that she was autistic?
Usually it takes around 2 or 3 years to realize or found out that she's autistic, but I was very lucky with my doctors because in the beginning she was treated for her motor dyspraxia. So this is about low muscle tone. She's really weak, so we started to take care of her about the dyspraxia first, and then we realized she has strabismus. She was about 1 year.
What is
strabismus?
Yeah.
It's across eyes. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know what that was. Okay.
Yes, and she got a surgery in both eyes when she was 1 year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we realized about the dyspraxia when she was 7 months, and then the strabismus was around a year, and when she was 15 months, so was right after the surgery actually, she stopped talking one day. She used to, she used to make bubble like la 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 na na na, and one day she stopped talking like suddenly, and at that moment I figured out, I think, because when during the breastfeeding I realized she never made the eye contact. When you're a mom, I have 2 kids, so this is my second kid. So in the first one, I remember my son looking at me when I was thinking.
Right.
Of course.
Looking up, right.
Exactly. So when she stopped talking, I remember the exact day actually. I was feeding her, and I said, no,
something is wrong.
She's out.
You had a feeling.
I had a feeling like she's autistic.
How did that feel? Like, how scary was that for you?
It was scary, yeah. But back in my city, I remember I grew up in a neighborhood with my neighbor was autistic too. So I knew some, signs like gasping and clapping. And that day I said, no, my daughter is autistic. And of course I took her to the doctor right away, and the doctor said yes. She passed through a lot of tests, different tests, a lot. Wow. And the doctor confirmed me, like, she's autistic, of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is, it's a life-changing news, right? Because you realize that your child will never be.
And you have to re-educate. Everything you know about kids, it's like nothing.
But there's different levels of the spectrum though.
Exactly.
So it's not just linear.
It's
you
not,
know, it goes like this. And where on the spectrum does Donatella sit?
Yeah, I like to say like when you have a condition, it's you know what I'm talking about. But with the autism, it's not like a single condition. It's more it's like a spectrum.
Right.
But it's, you can imagine, like it's like a box. The spectrum is like a box, like messy. It's a messy box. It's not like if you have this condition or this sign or something in particular,
Right.
it's not gonna be the same in another kid, autistic kid.
They're different signs. They show different challenges, right?
Exactly.
How old is she?
Now she's turning 5 in 4 in October.
4.
Does she? I know some kids that are autistic. They have a hard time letting you hug them, and I realize, like you said, some kids let you and some don't, and some don't even want to get, don't want you to get near them.
Yeah, my daughter in particular, she's very social.
That's good.
Yeah, she's very sweet. She likes hugging, but no kissing. Of course, she never kissed me. For example,
can you kiss her?
Yes, she's yeah. I can kiss her, but it's really challenging. Introduce her to new things, new food, new people, new places, new sounds. That's the
Does she get
challenge.
comfortable in one, and then it's almost like scary to go out into the?
She's scary. Yeah, she
scary.
covered her ears really fast, and she preferred quiet places, really quiet, like on silence. And she likes light things, not dark things. For example, if she has to pick a gummy, she's gonna pick the light ones.
The light one.
But never the dark ones. I don't know why. But on the floor, she has to walk. She for example, she doesn't like walk in the bus because the bus is like a rubber, like dark. She doesn't like that.
So
She prefers
she'll walk.
Exactly.
But if she's home, she's gonna crawl
Everywhere.
or
Yes.
Does she walk?
No,
She's
yet.
not walking.
She's walking with assistant with the hand, but
Mhm.
not by herself. Not yet. We are working super hard.
Aw.
Yes, it takes time.
How?
But no, it's not because the autism. It's because the motor dyspraxia.
Oh, right.
Yeah. For example, another thing, the autism brings another conditions. In my daughter's case, is she has epilepsy too.
Oh,
Yeah, she has epilepsy. Yeah, she's really complete.
So she has seizures with any flashing lights?
Yeah,
anything?
and you have 2 types of epilepsy, and she has the internal one. So it's like a silent epilepsy.
Seizure.
Yeah, seizure. She never had like an episode
Right.
seizure, but
Right.
It's
quiet.
quiet.
It's quiet.
It's
Yeah.
quiet.
She just disconnect.
So Alejandra, I hear you speak about this so matter of fact, and how do you deal with it as a mother? Like, and you are someone that you have a business. She has a business. She is an influencer. She has so many followers. How do you manage? And how do you manage to stay so bright? Because I always see you so bright, so positive.
I have to. It's like when you have this special kid. I realized she was my teacher. I remember before my daughter, I used to get stressed super fast. I used to overthink like my issues. But with her, it's like you have to be for her, like be strong for her. So
And
I
you
have no
patience,
choice.
and you have to have a lot of
So I have no
patience.
choice. So now I say, okay, I'm gonna do everything with a smile, and that's it. It's gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine.
You embrace and accepted your life the way that it is.
Yes.
And there's so much power in that, because I think a lot of people resist what is in front of them, and that's when you get a lot of turmoil. But embracing a situation that you cannot change and you have no control of, one of my favorite things to say always is that you put the energy on the things that you can control and accept the things that you can control, and the things that you cannot, then accept them and embrace them.
And that's the logo for the foundations or the non-profit organizations about the autism is embrace the differences.
Wow.
You have no choice.
What happens to your son? Because now you have a child that, how old is your son?
He's turning 8 in September. I'm raising a gentleman. He's so patient.
He's good with her.
Oh yeah, because you have to manage, for example, the crisis when she wants to, bite herself or maybe hit him, or she, you can't control that. So he's so patient. I say, Donna, no, please, just be quiet. Everything's gonna be okay.
Does it calm her down?
Yes.
It does.
Usually, of course, she doesn't speak, but she can say, Mama, Nene. Nene is my daughter, my son. So she call him Nene. Nene.
What's his name?
Santino.
Oh my God.
But it's like a nene, like in Spanish, like Nene.
How cute.
They are super cute together. When they play together, they're super cute. I'm super happy with that.
Is there like a program that she's in during the day when you're working? Or?
Yes, she's in a really special school. It's a school of 7 classes, only 6 kids
per class.
She has a physical therapist, occupational therapist, an ABA or a teacher, special teacher, 2 assistants, and what else?
Speech therapist.
And a speech therapist.
I'm listening to you say all these things, and I think of, the other countries that don't have the access to look at the team that is working on your daughter.
More than 9 people.
That is incredible. Yeah. But you also become an advocate. And one of the things that I see, and I know even one of our employees have a child that is autistic, and I have seen this woman be the advocate for that child. And I know that I'm sure that child is doing better because there is an advocate there. So for the parents out there, I'm assuming that there are organizations where the parents can get support, because no matter what, it's a lot to handle.
Yeah, and you have to attend to many classes.
As a parent.
No, actually, as a family, they have different programs for parents and for grandparents.
Wow.
Because what happened when most of we are in New York, where everyone is immigrant, or you
right.
have many immigrants. So when you can be good the whole year and then you go back to your country, and what happened with the grandparents? So they are having new program for the rest of the family, not only the parents. They are having a program for teachers, for example, special teacher. For example, if you want your kids in tennis, for example, they have different program for sports teachers. Yes,
which is probably great for her motor skills as well.
Yes,
so
I know that many of these kids have amazing gifts, right? Because we were talking about, I'm sure many of you have seen the American Got Talent, where the kid that is blind and autistic, and he plays the piano and he becomes normal. Like you have to see this. I was like,
I was crying.
I don't think anyone could watch this and not cry. And the love from the family, you could see the family so united, and the mother, and she's cheering him on when she's leaving him on the piano. He's 21 years old, and he's blind and autistic, and he gets on that piano and he is able to sing amazingly.
He's singing too.
Normally, Gina.
He's
singing like a normal person, but when he comes off the piano, it's a different world.
Back.
He has his own world.
They say that autistic children are brilliant.
Yeah. It's in the spectrum. You have brilliant people. it depends on the kid.
Yeah.
It depends.
Like you said, there's a box, and in that box,
Usually there is like a rule, and if you have a social kid, it's gonna be like low in the education, right?
No.
But if you have a brilliant kid, it's gonna be antisocial.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
They used to have two types, Asperger and autism.
Right.
And Asperger was the smart or the brilliant kids, antisocial kids, and the other ones, well, they were called autistic. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But now they realize about the spectrum, and you have many conditions, and then it's a mix. So it depends on the kid.
And there is a lot of different opinions as to why.
Yeah.
Why are we having so many autistic children?
Yes, and there are many theories about that, about genes, about the environment, about the parental the vaccines, but that was fraudulent, like the vaccines
all
theory,
fraud,
the parental age, they are still
They don't know.
They don't know.
The
They are
truth is
still
they don't know.
researching. Yeah, they don't know.
But
Yeah.
you know what? It's always been here. It's just labeled now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's identified now, and now they're learning to work with the autism. Like I was telling Maria, my very, very dear friend, Julie, is married to this wonderful woman, Marcy, and she actually programs computers for the children to communicate. And she works with autism.
If you're watching us, Julie, because I know
Yes,
you do,
Julie, I'm
we're
so
talking
proud
about you.
So
We're
proud of
so
Marcy
proud
and
of
what
you.
she does, and she programs to give these kids the ability to speak, and you know, and it's powerful. And I know that her father, Marcy's dad, is a very big advocate for. He's a lawyer. He's very big advocate for autism, and you know, it's here. You can't ignore it. You have to take care of these children.
Yeah, we have to unite. You know, I love the organizations, the nonprofit that really take a strong stand for the purpose of autism. Like, you know, we're going to be running the New York Marathon, so we are announcing this again.
She knows how she took out the we and went I.
Yeah, Gina will be,
well, maybe not. I might be at a wedding in Cancun.
I just heard that she's leaving me. I thought I was going to finish the New York Marathon, New York City Marathon.
He's coming.
And Gina was going to be at the end
you
waiting
still
for me with a glass of wine.
You still might.
Yeah, but I'm just kidding. You know, she supports me in so many ways. You know, that's just, there's going to be so many people they are supporting, but we decided to raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Association.
Yeah.
And we have a big, you know, we're announcing this. We're going to be putting it all out there because we need to raise a lot of money.
Yeah.
Our goal is $30,000 because we're dedicating the race to Savannah Rivas, which is a beautiful little girl, 13 years old, that passed away June 18th. And devastating.
Leukemia.
So we are raising money for the pediatric leukemia, and these poor parents, they lost their only child. So imagine. And so we will be running and we will be thinking of her.
Yeah.
And the reason I bring that up is because I know that you are going to put an event, and I want you to talk about that, so that if we can help in any way and you guys out there can help to support you, because autism is a huge issue. And it is something that united we can make a difference, but a lot of money needs to be raised to be able to continue to do research.
Why?
Yeah.
So tell us about the event.
I'm one of the 4 organizers in this event, the Queen's Fashion Show. It's gonna be placed in the Sheraton La Guardia Hotel in Flushing, the August 9 at 7 p.m.
We gotta put that in our calendar.
Yes, August 9. And we are supporting the non-profit organization. It's the most important non-profit organization for autism. The name is Autism Speaks. That's the organization. It's an event about, it's not only fashion, it's about fashion, art, culture. We're gonna have many artists, fashion designers, models, singers, celebrities. We are being supported by 2 amazing actors like Harry Gainer and Guillermo Ivan, and we are 4 women trying to help, trying to, do something, make the difference.
Will your daughter be there?
Actually, no. My daughter is gonna be in Argentina at that time. It's gonna be by video. Just because it was a personal decision because it's gonna be more than 300 people.
Oh, it's gonna be
and I know
for
sure it's gonna be super hard for her. So I don't want to expose her like, okay, go and be nice with the people. Right. No, I prefer, I'm very protective with my kids.
I didn't realize it was gonna be that big. So that's
that
awesome.
It's 300 awesome. More than 300 people we're expecting. So it's gonna be hard for her.
So if somebody wants to
like
attend,
small and quiet places.
If somebody wants to attend or donate, how do they do that?
There are many ways. We are expecting many sponsors. The tickets are in Eventbrite right now. We have 2 options of tickets. We are VIP. We have regular tickets. But the most important thing is we are looking for sponsors. We are inviting everyone to become the sponsor in this event because it's a lot of things going on. We have lights and DJs and music and celebrities and food, and we have many things going on. So
you need sponsors.
They need to be able to make money at these events, not just put it all towards the
So if you want to be a sponsor, we need to give them information. How do they get you? How do they?
All the information is in our social medias. I'm Alejandra Silva or Brandmer Center. That's my Instagram. We have the event. The name is queensfashionshow.com. All the information is in the website. We have also an Eventbrite is Queen's Fashion Show tickets.
I think we can post it, or we can post it when we post the video, because of course we'll air the video on our Facebook pages, and then we'll post it on the.
Super thankful. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you.
That is awesome. Do you get together with other parents, and do the kids play together, or is that difficult to find?
That's difficult to find. Yeah. For example, in Donatella school, the class of 6 is not autistic kids. We have kids with different syndromes, different diseases, different issues. Exactly. Some kids are in wheelchairs. Some kids they can walk. So it's difficult. It's difficult to get parents together for.
Does she socialize with those children?
Yes, my daughter in particular. My daughter is very social. She's very social. She likes people or interacting with the people, talking, or take your hand to play, clapping together. She's really social, but in particular. No, all autistic kids are that way.
Right.
Does she sleep at night? Is it?
Yes, she sleeps very well, many hours.
That's good.
She's really picky with the food. For example, we have to feed her because she's not eating by herself yet. So she's still with diapers. She's like a baby now.
At the age of 5.
Yes, we have to We have to push her a lot for the challenges.
Is she catching on? Like, is she eating? She's eating solid food, of course.
Yes.
So she eats regular food. She just has to be hand fed.
Yes, you have to feed her. Yes. It's step by step. With her, it's step by step, and it's depending on the day. Some days she's really happy. Some days she's really cranky.
like all of us.
Like most of us, right?
You have to be patient. You have to wait. You never know what to expect. Like, okay, she's happy. Okay, let's try new things right now. Yeah.
You're getting a lesson, like you said, in patience, and I think patience is something that we need to learn more. I know I talk about meditation. I know we use this meditation called Calm. I'm not sure if you meditate, because mindfulness. Mindfulness is so important, especially when you have challenges like having an autistic child, and because it does work. I mean, I meditate every day for 10, 15 minutes. And the peace that you feel after you meditate, it's like weird. It's like you're waking up from a zone, that
It makes me tired.
It makes Gina
It makes
tired.
me want to go to sleep after the bed.
Yeah, but
It does
the
put you in
more
a relaxed state.
the more and more you do it, the more patience I feel I have, and I'm more attentive. So,
More compassion.
and I think so. I'm learning to listen. We all have our, brokenness. I always say, and like I'm trying to learn to be more of a listener because I love to talk. Gina tells me that all the time.
Really?
Yeah. but I'm learning, and I think since I've been meditating, I am becoming a better listener. And by my patience, I definitely see a change. So I'm glad that you meditate
Every
because
day with my son.
your son,
Oh, good.
beautiful,
Both together.
beautiful.
Yes.
It's
My gentleman.
Aww.
You're gentleman.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. You're very special, and
Thank
and the funny thing is that I know Alejandra. We party together
Yeah.
sometimes. We like to enjoy ourselves. We're Latina, and Gina.
And me.
Yeah, of course. Gina is
The white girl.
She's
White girl.
she's the Italian girl, but infused with some Latino
Oh, yeah.
environment that
Yes.
is changing her. So she dances merengue, bachata, all
Yeah,
this
and I have a lot of fans in DR.
Yes.
So hello to my fans. Yeah, I'm here. Don't think I'll never forget you.
I love it. We have a lot of fun, but seriously, what I was saying is, I've known you now for a while, but even at this show, I've gotten to know you a little bit better, and I thank you for being vulnerable, because I think a lot of people have a hard time being vulnerable because they are afraid that we're going to be judged. And I always say, like, who's anybody to judge?
Exactly.
Everybody has their own issues. So the fact that you are open and you're sharing your story, I know Gina and I want to thank you for
Yeah.
being our guest, because
Thank you for having me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's interesting. It's a lot to learn.
yeah,
Especially for people that are not living in the same world that you are. There's a lot of us, a lot to learn.
This information is very
From you.
helpful.
And anybody who can help to make their event successful, please do.
please do.
We'll make sure to post it.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately,
It's
the
that
show
time
has
again.
come to an end, and we would like to continue talking, but we promised you 30 minutes. So I want to say thank you so much for liking us, and continue to please like our show. We have a new setting. We're trying to get things more organized and better for you, so that you can hear us better and actually see us better, right? So we
Yeah.
have more lighting.
Except the light went out during the show, but that's okay.
Anyway, thank you so much. Remember to like us.
Yes.
Take care.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.